clicked more times than usual.
Hello and welcome to Before We Break Up Again with me, Alfie Brown, and her, Jessie Cave. Now, this week we speak about Maggie Gyllenhaal, Florence Given, and Hannah Fry, the classic trio of women, and Colleen Rooney and Taylor Swift. Everybody, there is no woman left unturned in this episode of Before We Break Up Again, and it's also very, very good. Please join our Patreon. Our latest episode is with the wonderful Sarah Barron, who is another woman who we discuss on the podcast, just reflecting on what a wonderful guest she was, but she was very wonderful. That's over on Patreon, so go on to the desktop website, not through the app, but do join the Patreon. It's a very good Patreon. There's also the story of my cancellation, which up on there right now, which if you haven't listened to yet, is been very well received, which is something that I'm deeply grateful for. So enjoy this episode, enjoy that episode. Patreon.com/braveclown. Thank you very much. Jessie?
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't think that's okay.
What? Going away?
Yeah, going away. Where did you go?
I went to get my life list.
Okay, this is Jessie's life list.
No, we're not reading out straight away. That will be the meat of the episode.
Oh,
Remember
right.
in the early days of the podcast where we would say meat way too much about the podcast?
Well, that was when I had a nominal structure and I had some idea that there would be a semblance of structure to the podcast and that we'd have little things that we'd do and there would be a crux or a meat and then there would be more frivolous stuff and that would give us an opportunity. I mean, there have been so many ideas that I've had for this podcast that if actioned could, I think, really have taken it to another level.
So why did you just give up? Because I cried too much and you thought, fuck it, let's just make this a doom and gloom podcast.
No, that was another great idea. Every time you mentioned grief or rape, I was going to cut from Lou Bega's Mambo No. 5. A little bit of Jessica, here I am. And I was going to have it on one of these sound buttons. Oh no, I've pressed a sound button. No.
Oh, you haven't?
I wonder if they come up on the recording. Anyway.
What's that? The rim shot.
Yeah, a rim shot and chimes, but I don't think I had the volume turned up on them. So I don't think you've been able to hear that. Anyway, and every time I could just bonk, a little bit of Jessica, here I am.
Now I'm going to be so tense that you fucked up the sound for the entire podcast. I won't be able to relax. And I was so relaxed for those 3 minutes, 19 seconds. I was thinking, this is lovely.
Well, I haven't, because these are just sound effect buttons.
Oh, right.
They don't do anything other than play sounds, or they don't even play sounds.
What are people doing with those buttons?
Well, actually, on the Have a Word podcast, I am one of the buttons.
Oh, really?
I think I'm a couple of them, actually.
What are you doing on them?
I think on one of them I go, smooth.
Okay.
If there's been a good segue between subjects on that podcast, they'll press that button and I'll say, smooth. And then if Adam's talking about cooking, I think there's a button that Dan can press and it'll say, oh, you enjoy cooking. You hadn't mentioned it. Or something like that.
Yeah, we should get some buttons.
Yeah, but only I could hear it because I'm the only one that wears headphones in this podcast.
Yeah, I know, but it would stay in the edit for the people.
It would stay in the edit for the people, yeah.
Okay. We should really do some stuff like that. But no, I think.
And my great idea about how we were going to farm clips out of these episodes.
Oh, yeah, by saying the thing about men.
Yeah, exactly. But then actually have a thing about men.
The thing about men that really annoys me is, I realized that yesterday.
You realised the thing about men that really annoys you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
No, I didn't. Oh. But I realised in a very small way doing an Instagram reel, which I am trying to get back on the fucking wagon with. Yeah, if you announce a tiny little headline at the beginning, it really does help. But it's just so unnatural.
Yeah, these are called viral hooks.
I know. I can't do it. You
got to have a viral hook. So like my whole thing about how I'm going to do that as a clip one, and then I'm going to fuck it into an episode and it's going to do huge things.
Well, let's try and do some now in this episode.
Okay.
Let's try and do some viral hooks. What would viral hooks look like? Like big views on men and women and love and relationships.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are only together because that's a good one.
Oh, right. Well, I've heard that he's really dumb. Have you heard that?
I've not. I've kept I've kept my nose out of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's business thus far. I've just let them to it. You know, when two people get together and you think, look, my opinion's not important, I'll just leave them to it. That's very been like my approach with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, to the extent that I'm not even 100% sure that that's his name.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. I didn't even know it was Travis. I just knew him as the big guy.
Oh, right.
Because he's fucking big, isn't he?
He is big, yes.
I mean, I can see why she finds him attractive.
So she's big.
She's a big girl too.
She's a very big girl. The limbs on her.
But the thing about Taylor, I find interesting is that she's...
You probably know her as Taylor Swift at home, don't you? But Jessie's a little bit more familiar with her than that, so she calls her Taylor. I'm
not a Swiftie.
No.
But she seems like she's too young to get married, even though she's nearly our age.
Yes,
people who've been in the public eye since they were about 9 all just seem like babies still.
Absolutely. I feel exactly the same way about the Liverpool centre-back Ibrahim Konate. Ibrahima, I should say, because he joined the club when he was 22 and it sort of still feels like he's 22. These footballers, like, you know, it's amazing to think that Wayne Rooney is now
he's a dad of 4. He's a grandpa, probably.
Yeah.
Grandpa Rooney. I heard that Colleen Rooney was in recent times.
Say that right, because I heard that Colleen Rooney, but we might I heard that Colleen Rooney.
Oh, right,
that's Tuesday, and I'll have a big reaction to it.
Okay, cool.
Whether I've got an opinion or not, I'm going to have a big reaction to it.
Okay, cool. This is really dull, though, what I'm about to say.
Okay, cool. That's not a good viral hook.
It's really dull. And it would have just been something that we just kind of glided by as another dull thing I said. But now there's a lot of pressure on what I'm about to say.
This is a huge reaction I'm about to have to this.
Also, I realised that most of the things that I know and I'm saying are just things that I've listened to on the Rest is Entertainment podcast.
Yeah, well, that's most podcasts are just other podcasts retold. It's like, you know how there are only 7 plots?
Yeah.
And everything is just told. There are only really about 5 podcasts, and the other podcasts are just people talking about those podcasts, either explicitly or implicitly. Okay,
cool. So guess what I know about Colleen Rooney?
What?
She is one of the biggest paid I'm a celebrity contestants in recent times. She got $1.5 million to go in. And you know, some celebrities only get like 20 grand and she got $1.5 million. And it just made me think, how lucky is that girl? Like she was a wag and then she got 1.5 million. I know she's had to go through some stuff like Wayne fucking the grandma, but you know, it's pretty amazing her career. I'm so jealous of wags. I would love to be a wag. Wouldn't you? Is that viral?
I was trying to find what I was going to react to, but it didn't immediately occur to me what I was going to react to. Wayne Rooney having had sex with the grandma, 1.5 million. So in the whole Vardy Rooney wag off, who was the goodie and who was the baddie?
Colleen did nothing wrong. Rebecca Vardy.
I'm not judging. I'm asking about the story. I don't know what it was.
Well, I watched the Disney Plus documentary series about it, so I know everything. No, Colleen was essentially befriended by Rebecca, and Rebecca was on one of the close friends lists. You know how people have them.
Yeah.
And so Colleen had a private Instagram, and Rebecca Vardy would just screenshot and send to tabloids and get money. And it was only, and Colleen realised because, you know, what was it called? Wagatha Christie,
yeah.
Wagatha Christie, that's clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the Wagatha Rooney story. Sorry, I'm so dumb. So she realised that one of her followers on the close Did you just have this realization? Fuck, she's dumb. You did. I just saw that in your eyes.
No.
You regret being with me?
No.
That's okay. I regret being with you sometimes. Anyway, yeah, so she worked it out. And they made a long documentary about this. But it ended up going to court.
For Disney Plus?
Yeah, it ended up going
And was it narrated by Mickey or Goofy or any of the gang like that?
No, nothing. Some weird shit is on Disney Plus.
Rebecca's in Colleen's Green Circles.
Yeah, some weird stuff is on Disney Plus. Is it, for instance, the new Caroline Flack documentary? Why is that on Disney Plus? But then I listened on The Rest is Entertainment.
Yeah.
How ITV is getting bought. So ITV will soon merge with Sky. Channel 4 will merge with BBC. Anyway, going back to something. Did you know that Vogue Williams is going on I'm a Celeb?
When I mentioned it in the previous episode.
Yeah.
No, is she?
So she's actually going on.
No, I knew that.
Did you actually?
Yeah, of course I did, yeah.
So she's probably getting paid like $1 million.
No.
But no, she is. She's big bucks because she has 2 massive podcasts. What? But again, what is she? Was she a presenter?
I thought she was a journalist. I thought she used to do a gossip column called Vogue's Bollocks. And then she'd go, oh my God, I can't believe how many famous people were out the other day. And then like talk about whether or not so-and-so at a party did something mad.
Okay. Well, that's all died now. That level of, newsletter doesn't exist anymore because of things like Substack. And I mean, even the Daily Mail has, and I know this because The Rest is Entertainment, has a paid thing.
Well, the Daily Mirror and other newspapers like it, they would have, like, Piers Morgan would do a big gossip page and talk about and meet judgment on various celebrities who were living their lives. And like, oh, look who's stumbling out of a club at this time. Look who's breaking up with who and got a bit pissed and now looks slightly disheveled because we took a photo of them without their consent at 3 a.m. You know, look what murdered 13-year-old I've just hacked the phone of. Not that one. But he did do that. And
no, I know, because I'm listening to the Murdoch podcasts.
Yeah. Jesse, please.
Sorry.
Stop referencing goal hanger podcasts.
But we love them. We owe them so much.
There's a new.
What would we do at night time?
There's a new goal hanger. I think we are in line, or if we're not, we should be goal hanger to be the faces of The Rest is Commitment.
We really do listen. All night it's on a queue. I listen to one after the other. The Rest is Commitment. The Rest are relationships. The Rest is politics.
The Rest is marriage.
The Rest is Politics Plus is the only thing I am a paid thing for.
Jesus fucking Christ. The only thing
other than my Flow app.
Yeah. So I just think that there's a new one called The Rest is Science with that scientist Hannah Fry.
Yeah.
Who I think, I have a theory about.
You want to fuck her?
Hannah Fry. Well, that's not my theory. That's just
you have a desire.
That's just the way things are. But I think not just me, and I wouldn't say it as crudely as I want to fuck her. I think I maybe like to show her a night on the town.
Sure, like you've shown me so many.
And what are you suggesting?
Like, I just think it's funny, the idea that you're even fantasizing about giving a girl a night on the town because you've never given me a night on the town.
I have.
You've never wooed me.
You came wooed.
I did not come wooed.
It's like when a toy comes with the batteries in. You came wooed.
I did not.
You are in a permanent state of wooed.
I'm not, Alfie.
You're wooed.
I should be wooed.
You are wooed.
How? How do you woo me? With American pizza slice?
You were wooed with American. You were wooed with pregnancy. You found that pretty wooing.
Yeah, but it's a very kind of like long, slow burning woo over 9 months. I want like a pow. Like I want you to take me to like a really disgusting place and for me to be embarrassed about how much I hate it, but feel really nice the fact that you've tried. Like I would love that experience. Me and you also have such similar taste.
We don't like, yeah.
We would both hate it, but both think, oh, this is the right thing to do. Have we ever done anything kind of that's remotely, oh, this is what couples should do?
We went to the restaurant Le Fumoir in Paris.
Oh, and I cried.
And you cried. And you didn't like any of the mushrooms in a mushroom foam type dishes.
It was really disgusting.
Why is there a foam? Is that a mistake? Can I have it without the foam? I felt like I was spiraling at that point. You were unwooing me at that point.
Well, I didn't know anything about, I mean, you shouldn't have taken me anywhere. I don't remember a single thing. I was in such emotional trauma. Ben had just died like 2 weeks before that. And we still...
A little bit of Jessica, here I am.
And we went to Paris because we had already booked it. Now I think about the money element of it. Money has changed so much for us.
Not just that, but we missed our first train to Paris. So we had to get on a next one.
Do you remember it? It was honestly, it was so bad. And what did we, because we were so dumb, we didn't realize you had to turn up almost like going for a plane, the Eurostar. So we just turned up at King's Cross 15 minutes before. We'd already booked my mum in, who had just lost her son. And she's going to look after our 2 kids for 4 days. And we then are late.
But
and so we had to go home and say...
us, and by virtue me, by association me, I was very much saying we should not go.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We should not go. I think I repeated we should not go on this trip a fair few times. And I think that might have also been suggested to your mother. But your mother and you quite similarly stride forward into the future regardless of the past. And if you let anything awful that's happened to you alter your course, you've let it win. So there was on both of your behalves quite an obstinate desire to move forward into what turned out to be the very worst holiday I think I've ever been on. And I'd imagine, I'd fucking hope it's the worst holiday you've ever been on and maybe will ever go on.
Well, hopefully. No, you're right. It's completely a denial of what's happened and just wanting to kind of pretend everything's normal. But also my mum then had an escape with the kids, I guess, because with young kids, it's actually, compared to my other siblings, I think I had a lot easier ride in the early days because I had to get up in the morning with them. I had to take them to school. They do such funny things all the time that you still have the joy, even if you have this immense pain at the same time from something else. You're getting distractions constantly.
For sure.
But yeah, we stayed in this lovely hotel, and I think the majority of it I just kind of wailed in bed, and you had to just stroke my back and then occasionally fuck me. and then we went out to the Musée d'Orsay or whatever it's called. And I would cry at certain things. And then you would do a funny thing in front of a very funny painting of boobs. And there were loads of lovely moments within that.
I would subtly try and stay longer and look at the Renoir's breasts. I think it was Renoir.
Yeah.
You've got a funny photo of me.
I should find that actually. That's really good, that photo.
It is a good photo.
No, we've done romantic stuff. Anyway, so you would like to woo Hannah Fry, I think. Hannah Fry.
But I think all men would. I think she has a quality. And I was watching her informative and entertaining and funny reels and thinking, what is it? What quality does she possess that makes her what I would imagine is fancied by every man? And I think there's a kind of subtle flirting energy to the way that she communicates. It's like every single science fact is like she's whispering it into the shell of your ear.
Like Nigella
suggestively.
When she's cooking.
But it's not as overt as Nigella. Nigella is, oh, look at this. I've got a roast chicken here. I hope I don't have to fist it to death, and all these languidly licking strawberries and, oh, look at this plump fuckable rice. It's not like she's not keeping it a secret. Whereas there is just, Hannah Fry is just innocently talking about science. But I've got a rather interesting science fact to whisper to you, you naughty little boy.
Right. You love that, don't you?
I really like her a lot. But I think everybody likes her a lot. And it's like one of those, she's not a traditional sex symbol in the Sydney Sweeney mold. I'm just saying that she is, I'd imagine, I would wager, fancied by all men.
Okay.
And there are other men who they're not Glenn Bollocks. They're not,
Glenn Powell.
They're not Jacob Elordi, Mr. Elordi.
Oh, I like him.
I know you do.
Never seen anything he's in. Never seen anything. Only has maybe one advert, as like a print advert. That's it. Never seen anything else. Love the name Jacob and Elordi.
Well, I love the name Hannah and Fry.
Anyway, good to know where what you're getting hard from on Instagram.
Well, I'm not. She's not. I don't think she's successfully coaxed an erection. No,
let's stop that now. Let's stop that there. Let's stop that there.
You just said that.
No, I know, but that was like pinning it, putting a pin on it. And then you always take it one dirty step too far.
No, but I was saying that she hasn't. I haven't.
Yeah, but I think let's move on from your erections, I think, if we can. I wanted to, given that we're talking about, frivolous stuff, I showed you last night the Architectural Digest of, which was the most recent one on their Instagram as of yesterday, which was Maggie Gyllenhaal and her husband. I don't know his name, but I know he's an actor. Taking us around their brownstone. And I've watched a few of the Architectural Digest YouTubes only because of the Lily Allen famous one with David Harbour, which is hysterical.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most subtly toxic relationship I've ever seen play out in 10 minutes. It was amazing. Do
you think people might feel that way about us?
Oh, yeah. I think people could write a book on how fucked up and strange our dynamic is at points.
Maybe we're unsubtly toxic. If they're subtly toxic, are we unsubtly toxic?
I don't know. I think it'd be complete misread if people think that we're toxic towards each other.
I don't think most people do.
I think people think that I'm either coercively controlling, and you are, I don't know what the word, like I'm like addicted to you, and so I'll put up with anything, including a man turning up at our door yesterday. A man turned up at our door. It's the most. I was so shocked. I didn't even have time to be scared or worried. But a man, as you drove off to get Margot from school, I saw you drive away happily, and I thought that you looked back and you saw this man knock at the door, and I thought that you had registered that. So I did think you were going to park and come back and check. But now I think that you saw him. You saw him and you thought, haha, great, I can go. Anyway, this man turns up with a body cam. He wasn't a policeman, but he was a
bailiff.
A very nice man.
Yeah, he was really friendly and sounded quite geeky on the phone.
Yeah, he was really sweet.
Hello, I'm a bailiff. I've come to take all your stuff away.
And Becca opened the door with me, and Becca went, "Who are you?" And this guy had to kind of be serious and be like, "Hello, I have a warrant. I have a warrant here. Are you? Is Mr. Alfred Brown in?" And I was like, I didn't know. At this point, I knew it was bad. So I had to think, do I immediately call you so you deal with it directly, or do I try and charm him and work out what's going on?
Yeah.
And luckily Becca was being very sweet and cute, so it was able to be kind of like, but I could sense that there was a way of him getting quickly nasty. Are you okay me talking about this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You just look like you zoned out.
I hadn't zoned out. Carry on.
Anyway, he showed me the warrant. It didn't actually look that legit, the warrant. It was all handwritten. And then he handed me an envelope and said, I can't disclose what this is about, but I need to speak to Mr. Alfred Brown. And I was like, okay. And then I thought, I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to open the envelope in front of him, even though that technically isn't probably allowed. But I was trying to be charming. So I just opened it, saw that it didn't say anything other than the amount that you owed. And
which wasn't that bad.
It wasn't actually that bad. I was expecting it to be over $1,000. Let's just say it was less than $1,000. I was honestly thinking at this point, our lives are so ridiculous. I was thinking I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if out of nowhere we were handed like, a 10K fine because you haven't opened a ticket. And sure enough, this is because you didn't open a ticket, because it's a very simple crime.
I haven't changed the address on my driver's license.
But
so my stuff was getting sent to my old address. So
how come we've got some other fines?
Well,
so there could be outstanding ones. How do you find out?
No, there aren't. I've Googled it.
You haven't Googled it. That's how you're just fobbing me off right now.
I know.
Because it says in the text message when it says about the completion of payment, it said there might be outstanding ones.
No, there aren't.
But you need to check.
I've checked on the website.
You can't check on the website.
It said on the website, there's like when you put in your other ones come up. There's not.
Do you promise?
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, I think I handled it very well.
You did handle it very well.
I said, he'll call you within half an hour. We'll pay it today. Thank you. And he was like, well, I've got my van here, so I'm going to have to wait for a little bit. So then I just knew for the next half an hour, he was just hanging out.
Well, when I called him, he was already on his way back to the Wirral, where he lived. I was quite tempted to say, look, if you want to come in, we've got an air bike. That if you want the air bike, you can have the air bike. Don't even take it off. Just take it off the next person you go to. Just have it spare. If you feel like you don't want to do all of your job, go, I got an air bike in my back pocket. We can sell that. I'll just write off somebody's debt with it. Just take the air bike. Take the fucking air bike.
I was also tempted to go around the house and put Post-its on things of prices. What do we want rid of? But then I also realized, other than the camera equipment for the podcast and this, we don't really have anything of worth in here.
Yeah, but we do have quite a lot of camera stuff and podcast stuff.
Yeah, so they could take that. So if the podcast ends, you know that a bailiff came again.
There are no bailiffs.
Anyway, this Architecture Digest with Maggie and her husband. That's what I'm getting back onto. First of all, as a thing, they really surprised me that any celebrity would want to do, because surely they're worried about their privacy. And if I were a bailiff or a thief, I would be so into these architects. I would just be looking through these videos all day thinking, right, that's where they keep this and that's where they keep this. So I'm always surprised that they let that happen. And why do they want to show everyone their house that much? Because
they are narcissists who are worried that the economy around their pull, that the attention that they crave is subsiding rapidly, and they see this as a way to be self-congratulatory and self-important about the way that they live, and they have such an inflated sense of self-worth that they think that this is good information that the public not only should have, but that they deserve. Right. That's quite a down way of looking at it, isn't it? I hate those videos. I know, but the reason I showed it to you is because of two things, okay? Yeah. How often the guy said everything was teak. No, don't ruin it. I was about to say that. Sorry. The two things, Maggie didn't stop going on about fireplaces. Yeah, and hugging them. I know it seems like I'm bringing this up for no reason, but it was more, I was fascinated by the editing choices of the Architecture Digest account, because they're showing a clip from a long YouTube video to promote the 10-minute actual thing. And the reason why they actually say yes to these things is because then they get like a free rug, or they didn't have to pay for the fireplace. They actually got it because of this and this and this, and then now have to do the video. It's all about money. But yeah, they showed in this clip to promote her talking about fireplaces for probably half of it, saying, I just love how if you just leave this fireplace on, you can also close the door and the house won't burn down because it's got a door.
And then he kept going on about teak. I don't know what teak is. Is it wood?
Kind of wood.
And how he likes his house being like a ship and everything having their place. But the main thing that baffled me was the fact that I noticed that he picked up his cat and then he went on about how great it is for people to adopt rather than buy animals. And then I felt bad about us buying one and then thinking, oh God, we should adopt if we're going to get another dog and all that stuff. But then he just dropped the cat quite aggressively. And out of interest, I just thought, oh, I'll look at the comments to see if anyone else noticed how much she talked about fireplaces and why they edited it like that. And did anyone notice the cat thing? And I was just it was so funny. Thousands of comments about how he dropped the cat. And then it made me just think, oh my God, the internet is so stupid. And then people getting into a fight in her comments about educate yourself about cats. Because, you know, cats can actually jump from quite a high distance. So educate yourself.
I'd hate that about why I need to educate you? Educate me. If you know something and I don't, and I've got it wrong, just nicely educate me rather than telling me that I need to educate myself about cats. Also, I did find it bizarre that we adopt actually. And I think, there are so many pets who are looking for homes that, you don't adopt in this day and age. It's like, what are you doing? Meanwhile, they're heating the whole house by burning wood.
I know.
The whole place is an environmental catastrophe.
I thought that.
And they're getting high and mighty about adopting a fucking cat. And I mean, cats, somebody you might have cats. I had a conversation with our daughter in the car yesterday where she was saying, we should get a cat.
Oh, she's every day. And
I'm not getting a cat.
But we wouldn't actually have to do anything.
But we would. I would have to do something.
What would you do?
Have to be around a cat.
But the cat would just go off on its own.
I don't like cats. I really don't like cats. I think they are such an absence of a pet.
But she would be so happy with a cat.
But I will be so unhappy with a cat.
I know. I would be too. I hate cat shit. More than other shits. I hate cat shit.
I'm just not a big cat guy.
I know. I'm not either. Yeah, we had cats growing up, weirdly. Anyway, I just thought it was so funny that Maggie and her husband will then look back and see what clip they used. And they're like, why did they pick that? Why did they pick the stuff that they picked to showcase that video? And I think it was the Architecture Digest or whoever. I think they're all out just to fuck people over. I think,
imagine if when he drops the cat, if you see the full length version, he drops the cat and goes, oh shit, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Like that. How big a difference that would have made to everybody's perception? Well, people keep saying in the comments, cats do that. The cat probably wanted to get out of his arms. Yeah, because they're no interest in you.
Anyway, I'm really sorry that's very vacuous, but it tickles me and it made me feel better about the internet because it's just so feral and it doesn't make any sense. And you think they thought they were doing a really nice video about their lovely home. Mm-hmm. And now it's all about how he dropped the cat. Anyway,
we've got Jesse's brought in as source material for this week's episode, our big life list.
No, but you told whenever I try and talk to you about admin stuff, should I try and make this a viral hook?
Yeah.
Okay. Men can't talk about admin.
You're a better actor than that.
Okay. You know what really annoys me about men and admin?
Yeah.
Is that good?
That's good.
You know what really annoys me about men and fucking admin shit? No? Swear words probably can't go viral.
They can. Have you not seen Florence Given?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm just having a party. Whenever I look at one of us, it's like, oh my God. I'm just having such a good time on my own with my hair. It's like, you are a goddess. Do you know what you need to know, ladies? You are goddesses. Okay? Yeah, you are. Do you know what I heard the other day? That men think they're good. She is a guilty pleasure. She's a guilty pleasure.
Yours.
What the fuck is she doing? But I know how mad my days are with content. I just have to go and set up upstairs with a bowl of Rice Krispies, dip my hair in it. I know how mad my days are. But I think it's less mad than pretending that I'm a confident woman and just speaking to a camera. And just doing like self-help stuff. That's more mad. I'm so glad I don't do that.
It is amazing the confidence that like somebody in their mid-20s would possess to be going...
mid-20s?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
To be going, here's the thing about the way that we live our lives that I've worked out that you need to know. Here's the secret. Oh my God. I'm just drinking this grapefruit juice and it's just, and it's just...
I want to fuck it. She's basically orgasming the whole time.
That's the dream, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's also the
whole time.
You know what you said yesterday on the one with Sarah, which really, really stuck with me and it really has hurt me, but it's so apt and annoying that you know me that well. But when I told you my idea about what I think I should do on Instagram and you were like, okay, I love you, but...
I didn't say I love you.
You didn't. I say I love you. I was trying to make you more likable.
But I was being helpful and like knowing you well. I think I don't need to say that it's just assumed that I love you at this point.
I know, but
what the fuck am I doing here if I don't love you?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Well, you love me.
Yeah, I do.
That's why you put up with the bailiffs.
You said, I think that if you did content like that, it would be so obvious that you're angry and bitter and you are at your best when you're silly and having fun.
I said, I think that idea is a release valve on your anger rather than your silliness, and that you were at your best comedically when you're using your silliness, not your anger.
Yes, that was a lot more eloquent than the way I put it. But yeah,
It's available on the Patreon now, an extra episode with Sarah Barron. It was excellent. Our first ever guest. She is brilliant, isn't she?
She's
brilliant?
Amazing.
She's
Me
amazing.
and Sarah are starting a new project together, which is very exciting and scary for me. But most of all,
the Patreon. It's and go through it on the website.
Why'd you glide past that? Gliding past it.
Because I'm in the middle of trying to plug our Patreon, and you're trying to fucking give juice to your other project.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the reason why we had her on is because of that.
Yeah, well, the reason why you should subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, it's good. She would be a really good couples therapist for us. We should have actually asked more questions about how we could be better.
But I didn't want to say to her, like, oh, could you come on our podcast and talk about us for an hour and a half?
Yeah. She's incredible to talk to as a general person. Do you know what? She's really inspiring as well for me because she's a little bit older and she just has like this energy and this a little older than me, not just a bit older
than most human beings.
She's a little bit older than us and she just seems to be so youthful with her energy and like determination and she's meant to be on stage. We love watching her, don't we? She's just so vibrant on stage and she's amazing. Anyway,
we love watching her.
We love watching her. That's one of the things
that we love doing.
We love doing that. We've seen only a show together about twice in our entire relationship, but we love her.
Oh, wow. Those crab puffs. Oh, we love those, don't we? We love those.
Yeah, it also really annoys me about couples when they're like, our friend, oh, we go here, we do this, our friend's here, oh, we have a place here.
Why do you hate that? I want to be more like that.
You want to be more like that? Like we were pregnant in 2016.
No, not we were pregnant. You were pregnant.
We breastfed for a few months. No, I don't like that. Sorry. I don't like that. I like keeping things separate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
We had an affair. Doesn't work.
No. Anyway, the thing about men and admin.
Oh, well done.
Is that whenever I try and talk to you about something, it's really stressing me out. So we've moved into this big house, which is incredible, but we moved in kind of survival mode. We got here, used up the money that, to paint the house and everything like that. And then we were like, okay, we won't do anything for a bit while we settle down. And now that we're here and we've been here for a few months, it's kind of obvious that we don't have doorknobs and the lights are hanging off the ceiling. And the paint is
lights quite frequently hang off ceilings.
No, but the actual fixtures are hanging off.
That is actually not. Yeah,
I can't look up. in the bathroom, that's not finished. There's so much stuff that's not finished that it would be nice to finish. And do we make the effort to finish it? Which it requires such a huge amount of organization. Like Checkatrade.
Checkatrade.com.
Checkatrade is the most annoying thing I've ever... I've tried to contact so many builders and none of them ever get back to me. It's so hard to just find a builder.
It is more difficult than it should be. And I don't know whether that's a thing that I'm experiencing more in this city than any other city, whether it's easier in other places to get ahead of things. But
surely it's harder
that's
in
what
London.
you find annoying about men.
I find annoying about men that when I said, this is really bothering me, you were like, look, just write it in a list and tell me at another date. You have to get... So what I did to mess with you is I did write a list.
Yeah.
I wrote a long list and I gave it to you and I went, here's the list. This isn't viral, is it? This is not viral. Oh, it can't be viral again. Another day not going viral. But so I've written this whole list.
Yes, please spit it out.
Sorry, that wasn't my cough. It's still here. And the list is so overwhelming that we won't do any of that.
But it is so much better to have it here rather than like scattergunned throughout the day. Like you just coming up to me and going, by the way, orthodontist. And then like scurrying away for another 5 minutes and then coming back and going, by the way, dog groomers, and scurrying away and then coming back and going, by the way, shelves in the office and hallway upstairs, scurrying away again, coming back and going, ooh, organize a litter collection for that outdoor wood shit.
You just left there. That will stay there for years. Anyway, I think we could have made that go viral had I said the way I deal with admin as a woman, and then you going, well, it's the way I hate that you deal with admin. We could have made that better.
Maybe, yeah.
We need to get better.
I think like saying that men do this or that, like it's very much like when I first started comedy, generalizations were considered wrong. And it was a hangover from old sort of misogynist stand-up comedy where old crusty male stand-ups would make generalizations about women. And then we all agreed that generalizations were wrong and that we should cut back on making crass generalizations about large groups of people. And nowadays, female comedians are going, men murder. And I just think that's...
They do, though.
Sorry?
They do.
Yeah, but...
And men can't do...
But I don't.
Admin. Men can't do lists well. It's a generalization, but you are pretty bad at it.
Well, no, we've agreed that generalizations are now okay.
No, but they're not. I know they're not.
The murder one does trump everything.
I wish that you didn't get so stressed when I say anything that's admin related that you shut down. And it just means I don't know how to get through to you now. I don't know how to instigate any actual progress with the house stuff because you just can't have more than one or two things on your plate.
No, I think it just needs to be, I do agree with you that I'm not saying that I'm a perfect operator in this department. I would say that just I become overwhelmed and confused when these things are just mentioned as just sprinkled throughout the day. We need to do this. We need to do that whilst I'm in the middle of doing something else. And quite often, if I'm in the middle of sorting something that you've asked me to sort, you will, whilst I'm sorting that, say, don't forget you've got to sort this as well, which makes my brain just kind of crumble and fall away into little pieces.
Well, like for instance, the dog groomer one, like his nails are so long now. And I've said, for the last 2 weeks, can you go and get them cut? It's like, you just have to go and do it. Why don't you just go and do it? Why do I have to keep saying? Well,
because when I tried to take him to the dog groomers, the website was down. So I did try to do that, but
you did try to do it. And then you just, it's how are we going to become more efficient?
Well, this is a good start. You've written a list.
But it's just too much. There's so much.
Well, there's not. Orthodontist, you've written down in 2 separate points, one for Margot and one for me and Alfie.
I just decided that we need new teeth.
I'm fine with my teeth.
No, I think you need a night brace. I think you need to, I think you won't know how good life is
Okay.
until you get your night guard.
Okay, so that's orthodontist is one thing to sort out. Gym and Pilates. Talk me through that one.
Well, I need to do Pilates and you need to go to the gym and I need to sort my neck out.
Okay. Paddle/tennis.
Because we should get a hobby.
We should get a hobby. Copenhagen book.
Well, we
read
should
a book on...
No, we should go to Copenhagen because I want to go to Copenhagen.
Groomers, crate. I'll do both of those after this. Cleaner. You want to get a cleaner?
Well, like, again, whenever I talk to anyone, they're like, oh, you got a big house. How are you cleaning that? And I'm like, I am. And most of my day is so, I clean so much.
But do you think if you got a cleaner, you would be able to clean less? Because you are quite an obsessive cleaner and you like to clean more frequently. And I think this is the problem. Like, I just clean less frequently.
You don't clean, Alfie. But what the fuck do you clean?
I clean lots of things.
What do you clean? Tell me one thing you clean. Tell me one thing you clean. I had to tell you to empty the dishwasher because we run the dishwasher 3 times a day.
I empty and load the dishwasher plenty. Thank you very much.
Probably
indeed.
Once every 2 days.
I cook and I clean the kitchen.
You cook and then you leave it.
I don't leave it. I just don't clean it immediately before I've finished eating. I'm not very good at keeping a clean workspace.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm not saying I'm just saying the reality is I do like 95% of the cleaning.
Sure. Well,
and I'm not OCD about it. I just clean a normal amount.
Right. Okay. I understand that. Find a babysitter.
We need to find a babysitter.
Hey, well, we had a lot of
no, we're not going to have a babysitter from...
So if you want some babysitting work...
Okay, I don't want to read out the whole list. It's too exposing.
Okay.
Beach, just us.
Go to the beach, just me and you.
Yeah. That would be a nice thing to do. I think we should do things that kind of...
You want to go to Formby Beach?
Yeah, I just want to do things that are a bit more like outward rather than us just constantly thinking about how... what we should be doing. And
individual podcasts.
And we need to do our individual podcasts.
Does this mean that we can all, are we all excited to have another installment of Whenever It Kicks?
Like, I want to talk about motherhood more. Mm-hmm. And I don't have a place for that anymore. And I really miss doing that. And obviously when I'm pregnant, it will be great to do, just do a week by week update.
And
baby 5.
Okay.
And then you can do your daddy one too. You could be, my girlfriend's pregnant again and I want to kill myself.
I wouldn't want to kill myself.
I know. Anyway, you're infertile now, so it's fine.
Well, on here we've got Alfie blood test so that we can check my sperm to see if my TRT is affecting my sperm count.
Which it is.
Well, we don't know that until we've got the blood test, do we? Because it doesn't affect everybody's.
Well, I know.
How do you know?
Because I'm not pregnant. It's your fault.
Jesse's now quite keen on having a 5th child, and
I need a distraction.
Confidence with it is gathering momentum. She now feels very at liberty to discuss it in this public forum.
Only because I know it won't happen.
And
because you're on TRT.
It's good though, isn't it? My TRT.
It is great. It's nice. I do recommend it.
I've got a brand new cock.
You do. I think we've talked about this before.
It's like somebody else's
We can't give weekly
Phantom
updates.
Cock. It's amazing.
You did that exact thing before. You can't do that every time. So juvenile. Anyway, this is quite a frilly podcast, wasn't it? This one. I didn't cry. We just talked about celebrities and your dick.
Hannah Fry. Florence Given.
Oh, you have to be empowered.
Do you find them empowering, those reels?
No, I find them deeply depressing. And I'm not too, proud to admit that I'm jealous of her. I am jealous of her. I'm jealous of people who have managed to amass so many followers from getting dressed.
Let's get fucking dressed.
And doing. I guess I can't talk. I'm earning money from OnlyFans.
Well, I think she is another example in the lessons we can learn from people making content these days are quantity over quality. And that is a fairly persevering content rule. It's not total, but you just do need to just chuck similar shit out a lot.
But to get successful and to grow exponentially, it does have to be something that's arresting and it's got a topic. Whereas if you're just chucking random shit out, it has to give
value, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I'm actually really jealous of Hannah Fry because there's a thing there. That's why I think I'm so fascinated with the Murdochs.
The sexiest thing about molecules is...
That's why I really got into this. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the Murdoch story. And so I've listened to all of the Arrestor's politics series they've done about Rupert Murdoch. And I'm just really interested in, I don't know why. And then I just
Succession?
thought, it is because of Succession, definitely. It's a fascinating story. But I get really jealous of, like, imagine how nice Alistair Campbell's life is right now. He's just sitting there learning all the time, learning and reading and then talking.
And swimming. It's not perfect for him though.
No, definitely. And I mean, I know that there's lots of people who think a lot of stuff he's done is bad, but I really
the war criminal stuff.
Yeah. That, which again, I don't know anything about, so don't test me.
Do the reading on the Iraq war, Jessie. Read Emma Sky's book about the Iraq war, like I started and then didn't finish.
You've got so many books on war.
I know. And I've read a third of them. Thank you.
Anyway, I'm jealous of people having a topic that they can then explore and then regurgitate on as their own. I'm jealous of that.
Yeah.
Just need to find something. Anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. I hope that this wasn't too boring. Sorry. I'm sorry. I hate myself.
No, that's not good either.
I did something bad.
What did you do?
No, I was just joking.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
We need to go out for dinner together at some point.
Yeah.
I miss you.
We haven't been, this is the first time we've been on our own in 6 days in the house because Donnie's been off sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been very nice, hasn't it? Very nice morning.
Has been.
The dog vomited. Glad I wasn't there for that.
Hope he hasn't vomited again. Goodbye.